Hello everyone, it is I, the one and only King Mac, and welcome to the special presentation on YouTube. All month long, we are going to a galaxy far, far away and celebrate the 45th anniversary of Star Wars with game reviews, podcasts, and more. Be sure to grab a hot fresh cheeseburger with some french fries, a tasty milkshake, and a nice soft drink. Thank you all for watching, and now here is Tony, aka TTBurger 88, to bring you this special feature presentation of TTBurger Game Reviews Star Wars Edition on YouTube.
And all I know is you'll find when you do what you do.
Hello everybody! Welcome back! This is the month of May, which means it's Star Wars month, all month long, showing you Star Wars videos from the galaxies far, far away, game reviews, podcasts, and more, and I'm your host Tony, and we are diving into the PlayStation 3 era of Star Wars here, episode 225, part 1 of 1. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to everyone who supported this channel for the last 6 years, and if it weren't for you guys, this channel wouldn't be as big as it is today. Also want to give a shout out to Freaking HD and SubZeroMNX Mac, and I also want to give a shout out to Sadetta Hyperlamia and her friend from making the new background picture for the Birds and Brides for the Shake podcast and stuff, and also want to give a shout out to my friends real life, JJ Brother 88, Jaguar A9, and the Man A9, who are fans of Star Wars as well, and I hope you guys are doing well. Let's shout out to you guys. And I also want to give a shout out to JJ Brother 88's wife, Archmaster45, because they're both expecting twins in the month of September, so congrats to them. I'm sure they'll be great parents for sure, definitely. But we have a lot to talk about here. We're looking at an action game with force powers and intense lightsaber action, playing as an apprentice here in this Star Wars game here. And we got it right here. Star Wars The Force Unleashed for the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, and Nintendo Wii, DS, PSP, and more, and released on September 16th, 2008. The stupid is the only version I have. I'll not be looking at that dreaded sequel, because that sequel was just bad in so many ways. I'm just looking at the first one. That's all we need to look at there. Now, Star Wars The Force Unleashed is a good game, fun game. Still problems in this game, there are some problems, but a fun game. This time we play as an apprentice called Starkiller, aka Galen Marek. You use your force powers and lightsaber to blast your way through the levels with your pilot, the Juno, and your robot buddy Proxy along the way. As Starkiller, you go to different planets in the Star Wars universe, hunt down the Jedi of the said planet and more, while killing stormtroopers and Imperials and Rebels and more and more. It definitely has an action game feel to it, not without its flaws. We'll talk about that later. Let's get started with the story. It takes place after Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and before Episode 4, A New Hope. We start as Darth Vader arriving on Kashyyyk to defeat the survivors of Jedi of the Great Purge called Marek. When Vader arrives, he defeats Marek. He's interrupted by Marek's son, who is Starkiller, aka Galen Marek. He grabs Vader's lightsaber, and Vader realizes that there's a strong connection to the Force with him, and Vader then kills Marek and trains Starkiller to become a secret apprentice. The story is big, with plot twists, key characters, and more from the movies like Leia Organa and Bail Organa and stuff and such. But I can't say much about the story, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but the game's story is 10 times better than an awful sequel trilogy any day. The presentation, we have really good graphics, still really good looking to this day. The character models and enemy models look very detailed in their full life, especially in the cutscenes. The environments are very crisp and detailed, especially when you're with the enemies on screen with all the explosions and everything. They look very lifelike, and I love the effects of like using your lightsaber to break an ATST in half and stuff like that. Definitely shows the graphics there for sure. And the frame rate is smooth, and the lightsabers are badass looking as always and stuff, so good graphics there overall. Sound, we have excellent sound and excellent voice acting, very top notch. All the actors do a great job of recording their lines. The acting is much better than the awful acting in the prequel movies, which was all wooden and hammy and stuff. And the music is kick-ass. John Williams swore had to turn off the music due to copyright reasons, but we all know that the music sounds very Star Wars definitely, and kick-ass for sure. Gameplay in Star Wars Force Unleashed. Fun, exciting Star Wars action displays using your lightsaber and force power to take down the bad guys, but has some problems in the process and stuff that do happen. For starters, it's a third-person action game where you as Starkiller and Galen Marek go around defeating stormtroopers, Imperial commandos, Jedi's, rebel forces, and more with your lightsabers and force powers. Along the way, you level up, and you start with a second of forces. You get more as you level up along the way. And you have force lightning, force push. You can lift items up in the environment and stuff. It's very cool too. You have a multiple lightsaber colors you can choose from when you find a colored crystal for them and stuff. Using your lightsaber is a sure way to defeat the enemies, along with using the force to interact with objects and environments and more. It's very cool and enjoyable using environmental objects in the force, seeing them break and seeing them just like breaking them pieces that collect health and stuff and everything. It's a fun way to play. And leveling up Starkiller is fun too, because it thinks on your feet on what you need to do to level them up. And there's some puzzles you have to solve too with using the force to like move stuff, pull levers, break doors open, and just figure out how to get to the next area of each level to advance and everything. And the planets are big when you explore and varying where you go to. And each time you start a new level, you have a new outfit for Starkiller each time also, which definitely adds there, because in games like this, like when you get a new costume, you have a costume, you want to change the costume for each level you go to, add variety to it. But thankfully it does it for you automatically, you don't have to do that. And you also have big variety in the boss fights too. And I love the boss fights. The boss fights are very intense and badass, especially like when you take them down. It's very cool, and especially when you like take down Rancors, ATSTs, and like taking down just like TIE fighters stuff too with your bonus objectives is also fun. I forgot to mention you have an objective you play here too. Also bonus objectives to get some force point stuff and leveling up your character and stuff and everything. And I forgot to mention there's multiple endings too. My bad, I forgot to mention there's multiple endings. There's two endings, are good and bad, but I'm not going to tell you what happens in it. You have to play the game for yourself to find out. And this was a fun Star game we needed for the next gen consoles, and delivered pretty well. And fun game, but now we have the negatives. The game is not very long, only about 7 or 8 hours, that's basically it. Some of the puzzles can be a bit confusing. There's quick time events here that can be kind of annoying there, which they're not the worst quick time events and stuff, but some of them can be very annoying, especially if you don't press the button at the right time, like you're half a second late, you gotta do it all over again, so it can be annoying. There's not much variety to the gameplay side, but just like killing enemies, using your force power, so that more variety could have been added to it and stuff. There's some unlikable characters in the story, and some of the DLC is not very good, and more gameplay elements could have been added, but it's still a fun game overall. If you want some Star Wars action with your lightsaber and force power stuff, this is the way to go for sure. I give Star Wars The Force Unleashed a 8 out of 10 because of the problems I have with it, but it's a great game, better than the prequel trilogy and better than the sequel for sure. And that's it for episode 225, part 1 of my Star Wars game reviews. Stay tuned because next we're going to dive into the PlayStation 4 era. We're going to be looking at a couple Star Wars games that I feel like definitely need to be on top of because you'll find out what they are. You'll want to find out what they are because you'll find out episode 226. Which all I gotta say, if you like what you see, or hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below, join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United, my Facebook group, TTBurger Gamers Group, along with my Facebook page, TTBurger 8, which all I gotta say is Tony. Peace and out, have a good day, and see you all in the next episode. May the Force be with you.
Said you make them beg for seconds every time. Yeah, I'm here to feel your legs out, tingle and enjoy. Yeah, I know it's your fine.